How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is first drive day. We obviously, yesterday, if you didn't see the video, go check it out. We got the car finally tuned after we fully forged the engine, built it in my garden, basically in the driveway, whatever. And today is going to be the first proper drive. I mean, the tuner drove it yesterday around the block and it was fine. I had a little drive as well, but only like around the block as well. Today's going to be a decent, like, get some miles on the engine, bed the pistons and rods and all that in, the bearings, because we've got race bearings and all that in there now as well, and just see everything, just check everything's good with the car. So let's do it. The missus is coming, so she's going to be recording most of it. Racing. Sunglasses, Chase.
Driving.
We're driving Skyline.
Oh Christ.
Can't move too fast yet. We're in the engine. Issue, just got to see Mother's to show her the car, and the coolant pipe just popped off and squirted coolant everywhere, so that's broke inside the pipelet. So it's only to go to the heater matrix for heating. We don't need heating today, do we? I'm just going to plug it with a bit of broomstick. So close, he has broken down and we are abandoning it at the side of the street today. Don't know why, but it cut out. And I'm going to come back up tomorrow. I've got work at 4:30, it's like 7 o'clock almost now. So I'm going to leave it here, come back and fix it tomorrow. Almost working. Right guys, it is the next day. Obviously, yesterday was a bit of a fail. I've just finished work. We had to leave it because it was getting too late. I had work at 4:30, so like I said, we're just about to get to the car now. I've been chatting to my tuner and all that. He don't think it's anything to do with the map or anything. It cut something out because it was getting too hot or, you know, too rich or lean, whatever. He thinks it's something to do with either the ignition, and I think as well as fuel pump. So I don't think it's ignition so much. I think it's more the fuel pump. So I'm going to open the tank, the fuel tank obviously, have a look inside, get the fuel pump out, see if any of the connections are disconnected. Because when you turn the ignition on, we got no fuel, so that's the main issue why it must have cut out. So I'm going to start with the fuel pump. If it's all good, then start taking all the centre, you know, the steering column and all that apart. And because we've got a push start on there, maybe something fell off the, you know, like a spade might have fallen off the connection. Squeeze past this map hit. Yeah, maybe a spade's fallen off the connection and too many cars here. And plug it back in and we'll be all good again, driving it round. But I will fix it, don't you worry. We can do everything now. 20 miles on the car so far. We need more than that. There he is. Right, yeah, take this little this thing off here. Get to the fuel pump, see if anything's going wrong. Obviously all this I've checked, it still seems fine. So I'm going to have to go look in the tank, because there's two spades connections that goes to the actual pump. Hopefully just plug them back in, maybe that went over a bump, and that's it. Hopefully it's that simple, but we'll find out in a minute. Found it straight away, guys. As you can see, two lines going into the pump. This one just all loose, so the spade connector looks like it just come off completely. But the problem is I haven't got any spade connectors with me. What a muppet. Obviously I've got some at home. We're by Scott's house basically. It's only like 4 miles away, but I didn't bring them. So I'm gonna have to get the pump out and go buy some connectors from somewhere, or pop home and grab them. It's supposed to be quicker. But we found the problem anyway. Simple, just a disconnection on the cable. Get some decent connectors, hopefully it don't happen again and leave us stranded after 20 miles of driving on the car. But yeah, let's get some spades on there. Right, turns out I've only got spades but not the other side to the spades, so I'm going Alfred's now to grab some decent connectors. Hopefully they won't come apart again this time. I thought the one we did before at Alan's garage were quite strong, but obviously not. So I'll see what they got in Alfred's. Obviously they'll have something, and wang them back together and we're all good, hopefully. But yeah, it's Sunday, so it's a bit it's the only place to go really, Alfred's, so that I'll have to do. I might even buy a soldering gun. It's not called a gun, is it? It's an iron. But I'll see how much they are and maybe get one of them and try and solder it. But the thing is, it's dodgy because it's obviously covered in fuel. I don't know if you can solder on that. Might blow my car up. But I'll see what they got anyway. Right, there we go. We crimped them on. It's best thing I could find basically was that. It seems pretty stiff. If it comes off again, I'm gonna have to like solder it or something. But I think the solder will melt in the fuel. But yeah, we're just gonna try it, see if it comes off again, then we'll figure something out later on better. But yeah, let's get it in. Put the fuel filter back in. Fuel pump. Right, all back together. I'll not put the lid or nothing on yet. I'll see if it actually works first before we put it all back together properly. Okay. Tell you what, pop the hood, and then we'll be able to hear if the fuel's going in. There we go, Ryan's fixed the car again. Right, put that lid back on, and that is us back on the road again. How long for? We don't know, but gets fuel, starts, job done. Okay, as you can see, we have made it home. Done a little drive, it was fine. My electrical wiring is obviously on par. We are going to stick all the heat shielding on for the turbo because I haven't put all that on yet, so I'm going to wang all that on now. My stepdad Dave has just bought a Scooby as well, same type as Scotty's, but it needs some love obviously, so there's going to be a lot of Scooby content coming. Let me know if you want to see it. Obviously we've got all the rust that I put up on the beginning of the last video, or was it this video, I can't even remember. Got to fix all that on Scotty's, and his has got some other issues, so we'll do that. But first things first, we get this thing finished off by getting all the rest of the interior in, the stereo in, the strut brace, all the heat shielding on, and all them bits. So let's get the heat shield on, and we got to go about 20 minutes on the motorway basically. So this is a real proper test drive for the engine, because all we've done is potter around town at the minute. So we're going to get up to big RPMs, but we can't go too high still because it's not a proper tune. But yeah, we need heat shielding though, because there's nothing there and you end up burning something or melting something. So let's get it done. So just these two. I was going to paint them black and put them on, but obviously that one goes over the manifold and the other one goes over the turbo there. Yeah, I was going to paint them black, but we got to be up Newton Abbot in like 2 hours and I can't bother to do it now. So I'll take them off one day and paint them black so it matches everything else. Just like we painted the intake, obviously black. There is some silver in there, so it won't look totally stupid. But yeah, we're doing black one day. Maybe even powder coat when we get our oven and powder coating gun. Right, I topped up the coolant. I put the heat shield on. I can't get that one on because that oil feed for the turbo's in the way. I've put it on wrong basically, but I'm going to leave it for a minute. I need to take it off the block, rewire it around the front of the turbo, not around the back. So I'll do that another day. I'll do it now. And yeah, check the oil, oil's good, coolant's good, everything should be good. So let's go for a motorway drive and hopefully we don't have any issues this time. I have put my tools all in the back just in case, you know, better be safe than sorry. load of crimps and stuff like that, just in case, but hopefully we should be fine. Let's go to Newton Abbot. Let's go pick my stepdad up first, and plus you get to see his new Scooby. Needs some love, like I said, but we'll get it done. Let's rock. Hee hee! Scooby! Skyline made it. Do a little walk round now. Scooby and Skyline. Just a quick pre-MOT service for Dave. He's got his side skirt sellotaped on. Video in it, where to burn. It's got a Varys front bumper, which is probably quite rare for this car. Some kind of a different side skirt today. I don't know. I don't know about Scooby stuff. Some Lexus style tail lights, which I had to change to originals. And Skyline, we're almost wearing Ivy Bridge now, only like 10 minutes away from Plymouth, and he is going strong. So far, a successful mission. This is going straight down to MOT now. Basically, going to get a list of what he needs doing.
Yeah, just get rid of all the rust at the boot. That will be alright.
It's got only a bit of surface rust.
That's fuck is it?
Naffle. It's got a smashed window mirror, which he's already got on the way. But yeah, good purchase. Leather interior, bit cracked but beauty. Yeah, mission successful. Right guys, there we go, back home. Dave's got his Scooby, was a success. I put all the tools in the shed and all that now. We don't need them, did we? But I'm gonna give this a good old scrub now, because it's been sat here getting pooed on and stuff like that. So give it a scrub. But that's going to be it for this video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you're thinking, and in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you next one, guys. Take it easy.